What's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up? We in here. Where's Robo Bear? What it do? We about to read. We're about to read The Coldest Winter Ever. The first one. Right now. And get this done. I want to read more chapters than the two that we normally read, but um I think it's gonna be two tonight because I got a late start, later than I wanted it to be. Um, so it is what it is. Okay. So, did y'all watch that Meghan Markle Prince Harry interview? When that's some bullshit. What else is going on out in the world? Not much I give a damn about except this other shit. Shit that's actually fucking important. Um, but yeah, man, I watched some people's reviews about the Meghan Markle interview. And what I found interesting is I just came on yesterday on a whim. I came on a whim, like, listen, this I feel some kind of way. Let's go ahead and just talk about it right quick. And when I did, when I looked at other people's reviews, they were pointing out some of the same things that I was pointing out yesterday, like them bringing up his brother into the mix, with his brother being a Chester, hanging out with other Chesters. Um, they brought that up. They just brought up a whole bunch of things that I brought up. So please watch that review. You know how I do here. I don't really go blow by blow. I just pick out the things that stick out to me and go from there. Okay. So that's what I did. It's no different than any other time. And I found that, a lot of people were seeing the same things that I was seeing, especially in regards to Prince Andrew and his chestery ass. So, and then with this embarrassment on the royal family, um, people is gonna be bringing that up. Actually, there was this girl. It was a news clip that I saw on Sean Davy Way's show, and I think I'm gonna run that here in a minute. Y'all on Instagram, come on over to YouTube. When you see this, we're gonna be reading The Coldest Winter Ever. We're on chapter 8. And we're gonna try to wrap this book up. We're almost in the middle of it because we're gonna read Life After Death after this, and then we're gonna get into Midnight and his little sondagram. Y'all come on over to Real Talking Healthy Food on YouTube, where you can get into the chapters that we're gonna read today. Okay, so just sit back, relax, get your cook on, and let me do the reading for you. And I'll see you in a minute. So close this out on the gram and share it to my, what you call it, real quick. You know how I do, be mad struggling. I wanted the book reading one. Hold on. There we go. You know how I do, struggling with the gram at first. I'm gonna put hashtag the Coldest winter ever. Chapter. What chapter are we on again? Chapter 8. We're reading chapter 8. Tomorrow I'm gonna get started early because um I'm getting started early simply because those chapters are harder to read for me than reading, like a urban novel. So, um, let's see if I can find that news clip where that black lady read that fool his rights, girl. Let me tell you. Um, Let me look for that real quick. And as y'all come in, just hit the like. I've noticed there's a lag in the what you call it in the live. So when you're coming in, go ahead and hit that like. And I'm gonna try to find it. I don't know what I saved it to, because I just kind of been going through and I just go through and just save shit. So give me a minute to find it. Um, let's see. Give me a minute to find it. Let me try to find it. Well, what I'm looking for is basically there was this lady, I'm not sure if it was like BBC News or not, and she brought that fool to task. Okay. Oh, here it is. I found it. I knew it wouldn't take long. Let me try. Meghan and Harry on their wedding day and the engagement conveniently forget to show the public before they got engaged, between the engagement and the marriage. So you conveniently forget that Prince Harry in November 2016 talked about the race undertones of the media. You conveniently forget all of that to paint this picture that all was rosy and hunky dory. Nonsense. And then you were lording over the Queen. Listen, by all means, let's applaud the Queen when she does something right. But when she does something wrong, you need to call her out. What did she do wrong? The royal family as an institution is rooted in colonialism, white supremacy, and racism. Queen is 94 years old, right? Her husband is 99. He's lying in hospital for the fourth week, seriously ill. You talk about how can you please let me speak, Souljah? No, where's the rest? Where's the rest? Where she got him together. I want to see the rest. Where she got him together about her son, Prince Andrew. Where she got him together about Prince Andrew. So you protected Prince Andrew when those allegations came against Prince Andrew. Hey girl, you was on deck when Prince Andrew um was getting indicted with those charges of sexual abuse against a minor, but she's silent to the limb. She can't protect her own grandson, you know, because he's black. And um I'm trying to find that full clip. And I know I can't remember where I saved it, but I'm just hoping I could run across it. Hold on, let's see. Pierce Morgan. Let me find it, y'all. Give me a chance. Y'all need to see this, okay? Y'all need to see this. Pierce Morgan. I don't know where I saved it. I don't know. Okay, hold up. I should be able to find it. I think this one.
You don't have to be a vegan to come, he said, but it helped.
Y'all, so I'm going, if I can't find it in the next 2.0, because we got a lot of reading to do, I'm about to be like, forget that noise, because we got to read these chapters, and I'm getting real hungry, okay? Let me keep it a buck. I'm getting real hungry around here. I'm on this stupid ass diet, but I just want to look good for my birthday, okay? Pierce Morgan. Here we go. Between let's see what her name is. Okay, where's the part? I found it, y'all.
I think it's funny. I think it's hurt on the Queen.
Here we go.
Already suffered greatly from her husband.
I respond to that. What I don't think is funny. I'll tell you what I don't think is funny. Is the fact that you were such a disappointment. I wish to God one day you even surprise me. You constantly use your platform as a wealthy white privileged man with power influence.
Oh, let me do this. The copyright infringement thing. I do not own this. I am using this just to make a point, and I'm going to use this little clip.
When they thought it's wrong.
I'm not going to let you trash the Queen. You won the Victoria Cross.
You are a family visit.
Hold on.
Because
I'm gonna get to
somebody who would cut.
That's in it.
Johnson, it feels like.
I don't believe it.
Also, what was the context? We didn't have the context.
Finish. What kind of grab that to paint this picture that all was her grandson Harry, but did not use her power and influence as queen to protect them.
Here it is.
Before they got engaged, between the engagement and the match. But when she does something wrong, you need to call her out.
What does she do
Here we
wrong?
go. Here we go.
What does she do wrong?
Let me finish. What kind of grandmother?
I don't own the rights to this. I'm just making a point.
To her grandson Harry, but did not use her power and influence as queen to protect them from the media coverage.
I find what you're saying about the Queen actually disgraceful. I find what you're saying. You're entitled to your opinion, Souljah. I find. Sorry, no, I'm allowed to respond to what you just said.
It's rooted. Listen, you might learn something. The royal family as an institution is rooted in colonialism, white supremacy.
They cut it out.
No, you can't spew lies. All right. Are we allowed to again?
At the actual outrage of racism.
Right, okay. I'm not allowed to respond to this.
No.
You talk about the behavior of a nation. Allow me to say allow me to explain.
An institution is protected.
Allow me to defend our royal family, thank you.
There we go.
The behavior of a nation. Allow me to say allow me to explain.
And the institution is protected.
Allow me to defend our royal family, thank you.
She said, am I lying when the royal institution protected Prince Andrew and not Prince Harry?
If you stop shouting, I'll answer you. You gonna stop shouting?
Oh, after you stop shouting.
Yeah. Let me tell you what I think you said was disgusting. The Queen is 94 years old, right? Her husband is 99. He's lying in hospital for the 4th week, seriously ill. You talk about how good. Please let me speak, Souljah.
Everybody, come on, let's
Please
just
let me
stay
speak.
calm.
Okay, whenever you're finished.
But the reality is,
Souljah, I'd like to finish my sentence, please.
Any omissions or conduct
I would like to finish my sentence.
Has perpetuated racism. You don't cover very.
Can I please finish my sentence?
I'm happy to call her out when she's done something wrong.
I'm going to finish my sentence.
Nah, they cut that. They cut it a little bit. I don't give a fuck. They cut that shit a little bit, and I'm not gonna let it go. I'm not gonna let it go until. Well, you guys heard that part where she was like, where the royal institution. Dang, I'm gone over 10 minutes, but the royal institution used their power to protect Prince Andrew, but will not use the power to protect Prince Harry. Okay. And I almost just want to just look for that clip. And you know what? Shout out to China Navy Way. I'm about to Roll your clip one time for your mind because y'all need to hear that. Like I just really feel like you need to hear that. And I because it's important. It's important because I need y'all to see and understand that.
Y'all going to that?
Hold on.
I'm about to get some free shit.
I know I'm taking mad long. I'm gonna get into this book, but y'all gotta hear this. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit. Because it's just so relieving that somebody else who got a more pull than you that could see what you see. You know what I'm saying? God damn, Sean, how long you gonna talk about that shit?
A lot of people are trying to. Maybe you wanted a white boy. You got one.
Okay, y'all. It's just like they are not with me today about showing y'all this. They is not with me. I cannot show y'all. And I'm feeling some kind of way. It's like they making people erase that part or something. Like straight up. Here we go.
The institution is rooted in colonialism. Okay. Okay.
Shout out to Sean David Way. I'm a big fan.
You can be. You're saying you're entitled to your opinion, Souljah. Sorry, no, I'm allowed to respond to what you just said. It's rooted. Listen, you might learn something. The Royal Family as an institution is rooted in colonialism, white supremacy, and racism. The legacy is right there. So you're now surprised that the comments would have been made by several members of the royal family about how dark Archie is. Not several members, actually. No, you can't spew lies. All right, we ain't spewing lies. I already know. She, like, it just for the day.
Well, anyway, we got the point. We wasting too much time. Let's get into this book right quick. Okay. We're reading The Coldest Winter Ever. I'm sorry. Skip 17 minutes. Okay. I apologize. I showed you the clip. I feel like they deleted it. I feel like I want to make an in-depth video about their lineage. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm about to pull a motherfucking card because I feel some kind of motherfucking way. So anyway, let's get into chapter 8. Where did we leave off? Okay, where we leave off, y'all? Man, we left off. Mom Dukes done went crazy. Now she bald. Okay. Um, I feel like I need to start over and rename this one. Okay, flat out. But I'm not gonna do that. But her mom Duke's done went bald and crazy. She done found out that her father got a son, Ricky Santiago Jr. Okay. Um, her face all fucked up from getting blasted in the face. Um, what else, y'all? Um, he in there for a hot minute. They running out of money. And the last part of this is he gave her how much money? He read her midnight, read her rights again. I already told you I got to do what I got to do. What happened to your family ain't no secret. Everybody already knows. You hiding from Natalie and all those silly bitches, and they already know. He grabbed the leftover newspapers from the table beside us. He balled them up in his fist and pushed them in my face. Can't you read? Santiago been in the newspaper every day. Page 2, page 3, page 4. You see? That's what I'm talking about. Dumb women. You don't even know what's going on around you. If it ain't on the front page, then you don't know it. But you know the name of every designer in Bloomingdale's. Hell no, you can't come with me. Your dumb ass ain't bringing me down, not me. Midnight walked away. Oh, and he told her right before this, basically, your mama dumb, nigga. That's what he said. He said, your mama dumb, and that's why she got blasted and got your daddy locked up. And he didn't hold back, feel no shame or nothing. Okay? He just roasted her little ass. Uh, yeah, girl. It got real. Very real. Okay. Um, so midnight but you know the name of every designer in Bloomingdale's. Hell no, you can't come with me. Yo, dumb ass ain't bringing me down, not me. Midnight walked away. I stood on the steps crying mad. He drove right past me. I ripped open the envelope and couldn't believe I was flipping through tens, 20s, and 50s. The grand total was $3,000. 3,000 measly dollars. What the hell was I supposed to do with that? In the envelope was a business card turned backwards. Scrawled across the back of the card in neat handwriting, it read, I know you don't like her, but she can help you. Get your head together. I flipped it to the front and Sister Soldier's name was on it with an address on and phone number. I sucked my teeth and put the envelope in my back pocket, in my pocketbook. I walked until I saw a cute little coffee shop. I bought a newspaper from the stand and ducked inside. Inside, I flipped to the section with apartments for rent. So she didn't even read. After she done got roasted, she didn't even read, okay, anything about her father's case. She's just walking around blind as fuck. She is out for herself, 100%. So she was looking for apartments for rent. I took out a jar of nail polish out of my pocketbook and splashed a red dot on all the listings I was going to check out. I had already decided I wasn't going back to Brooklyn with everybody feeling sorry for me. I wasn't going to never give Natalie the pleasure of feeling like me and her were on the same level. I find a decent place to stay while I put my survival plan together. Mind you, she's 17, okay? I put the money for the tea and fries on the table, plus $1 tip. After walking halfway through the coffee shop door, I turned around and grabbed my tip off the table, realizing I had to save my dough. I hit the pavement, heading for an available advertised apartment in Harlem. The building was a brownstone on the block of brownstones. This particular one was real nice and neat and decorative iron gate on it and flower pots on the left and right sides of the entrance. The landlady came to the door and peeked out the curtains. She was only about 5'2", real dark skin with a colorful scarf on her head, a dress, and some house slippers. After opening the outside door, she stood behind the locked gate looking at me from head to toe. She spoke with a thick West Indian accent. Good afternoon, child. What can I do for you? I'm interested in the apartments you have for rent. I was confident I looked good, expensively dressed with a fresh hairdo. Are you alone? As if she couldn't tell I was standing on the step myself. Yes, I am. Trying not to be too snotty. She went in her front pocket, her multicolored dress, and pulled out a small key and unlocked the gate. What's your name? She asked. Winter Showman, I said proudly. Are you married? No, I'm not. Do you have any children? No. Oh, because we have working people in this building, and little babies are wonderful, but they can be too loud, disturbing in the middle of the night. You like this? That's more Haitian, but you get where my flow is coming from. Oh, it's on the second floor. We'll go up in a minute. So, how did you hear about the apartment? I read about it in the paper. I said, wondering why she put an ad in the paper if she was supposed to be if it was supposed to be a secret. Oh, she said, how old are you? How old are you? Still digging. I'm 22. Lying ass. She just lie about everything, don't she? Are you a student? Yes, I am. I lied. I figured that must be what she wanted to hear. Oh, that's nice. What are you studying? I paused. I couldn't think of anything. I looked down, looked at my shoes quickly, and said, fashion. Oh, that's nice. You look real good, child. I hear the models make a good living, but that means you'll keep irregular hours. Not understanding her, I said, "What? I mean, excuse me?" Well, like I said, people in this building are all working people, so most of us are out during the day. So my husband and I turn the heat down during the day because nobody's here. Around 6 or 7 p.m., we turn it back on. It's a way to conserve and save money. Yes, but in a few months, spring will be here, I told her. Oh, you're planning to be here in the fall, aren't you? She asked in a threatening voice. I don't rent by the week. This is not a hotel. If you want to live here, you'll have to sign a lease agreement for a minimum of 1 year. Stay right here and I'll be back. She slid behind the closed door of her apartment and came back with a clipboard. Who is she fooling? I thought to myself. What difference does it make if I sign a lease? When I'm ready to bounce, I bounce. What is she gonna do? Call the police? There were 20 million people in New York. Come on, she said, signaling me to follow her up the stairs. She pulled out a large circular key with a whole bunch of keys on it. One bedroom apartment with a little kitchen, fully carpeted. The place looked like a Barbie doll was supposed to live in it. That's how cute and compact it was. For me, it was perfect. I picture maybe a leather love seat, a cable ready big screen, and a fancy designer phone. I picture myself walking around in the apartment barefoot and my pretty pedicure toes sinking into the thick carpet. The living room was more than a little smaller than my bedroom on Long Island, but it was cool. I could definitely deal with it. I'll take it, I said, smiling and looking at the lady and grabbing my envelope with the cash. I began counting the dough. First things first, child, she said, looking at my cash suspiciously. This is the first time I had ever seen anybody turn their nose up at cash. You'll have to fill out this application. Why? I asked nicely. I've already told you everything. I know. It's just the way we do things around here. I need this for my records. She handed me a form asking me my name, address, place of employment, education. You know, I'm the president of the Block Association, she mentioned. It's small. We're just getting started. Most of the responsible people on the block participate, but you know there are always those few. We're trying to clean up the block, get rid of the drugs, make it better for everybody. We're real careful because a lot of drug dealers have cash. They've got the money to spend. They send pretty little things like you in here, but you don't know anything about that filthy way of living. She smiled and added, I can tell, such a lovely face. Do you have a check? No, I don't, I responded hesitantly. Oh, here, you must need a pen. She handed me a ballpoint, still close to me in the application. I filled it out, making stuff up as I went along, figuring I'll play along with her inspection. Get my keys, close the door, and never speak to her again except on ring day. I was short winter showman. I attended Brooklyn College. I was 23 years old. I previously lived at 123 Green Street, etc., etc. She looked over the application, glancing up at me after every section, as as if she thought I was stupid enough to tell her myself. I smiled politely. I thought you said you were 22, she quizzed. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I just had a birthday. I haven't got used to being 23 yet. Don't worry, child. The older you get, the more birthdays you forget on everything, okay? I'm 23 too, she laughed, getting a real kick out of herself. I'm 23 too. I pulled my envelope, counted out six $650 and handed it to her. She cleared her throat. You must have misunderstood. The total to pick up the keys and move in is $1950. 1 month's rent and 2 months security. Security for what? It's a normal procedure. It's just to cover anything you leave broken in the apartment, damage to the rug, if you fall on hard times and miss a payment. Don't worry, child. It's fully refundable at the end of your lease. If everything's in order, you'll get your 2 months security back in full. If you lose your keys, it's $100 because we have special locks and we'll have to have the whole lock removed and replaced. There was no need to be nice anymore. There was no way I was giving her all that money I had left. She looked at my screwed up face. Every decent landlord around here is going to ask you for the same thing. Sorry, miss, I said, you must be bugging. Didn't you hear me say I was a student? She shot me a mean look. When I was a student, I had two jobs. You have to work to make it in this country. That's how I got where I am now. I had to work to own this property. No kind of work was too good for me either. A dollar is a dollar is a dollar. I handed her her papers back and left. Sterling wasn't that bad, I thought. I just tell him a new story, something bigger and better. I stay at his place for a while until I figure something out. Sterling's apartment was quiet from the outside. My keys slid in the lock. Inside the door sat a suitcase. I pulled the case up onto the couch and opened it. My belongings were inside, carefully packed. I rummaged through my jeans, shirts, and dresses, checking to see if everything was there. The side pockets had my drawers and toiletries in a separate plastic bag. I laughed, too bad he wasn't as neat with his own stuff. Sterling startled me when he came out of the back room. I hadn't realized anybody was home. On the way home, I practiced for this moment. It was time to put my act in action. How you feeling, baby? You must have got home early. You look nice, he said, checking out my outfit, the same one that didn't work on midnight. You like? I playfully spun around. I always have, he said, said softly. So, anyways, what up, girl? Sterling, sit down. I'm going to let you in on my idea. He walked over hesitant and suspicious. We've been cool roommates for the past couple of days and weeks, and tonight you're leaving, right? He interrupted in a voice that attempted to be authoritative. He started mouthing the words, but no sound was coming out. It was like he wanted me to read his lips or something in a low voice. Winter, I have company. Company, I said loudly in surprise. He put his long finger over his lips to shush me. Remember when you called me to come and get you from Long Island? Remember I told you someone was here? Well, she's in the back room and I don't want no trouble, Winter. You did say you were leaving tonight. It's been 2 weeks. Oh, done kicked her to the curb. Sterling's eyes were concerned. Just looking at his weak ass made me sick to my stomach. But I had nowhere else to go. I remained cool headed, or at least I tried to give that appearance. Oh, there's no trouble, Sterling. Just get rid of her, I laughed. He didn't say a word, so I came up with a new suggestion. Oh, okay. I'll just stay in the living room tonight, but I think a girl came out of the back room. She was overweight with a big chubby face like one of those church ladies you see singing in the choir or on the cable channel on Sundays. She had on a long, shapeless floral dress. I guess it was supposed to hide her fat. I was sure Sterling wasn't about to place me with this cow. Sterling, the woman said in the tone that sounded more like a mother's than a lover's. You said 5 minutes. Oh, Winter, this is Judy. We both looked at each other, but neither of us spoke. She came out and sat on the chair facing me. I could tell Sterling was uncomfortable with the silence. He kept playing with his fingers. So you live in Long Island? Judy asked dryly. Yeah. They have some really nice houses out there. The traffic must really be bad on a Friday night. Yeah, I rolled my eyes at Sterling. I packed your things up for you, announced Judy. Judy. I'm at the doctor waiting for your MRI. Just call me back. I'm back till they ready. Okay, what's up? All right, girl. Well, I hope everything is okay. Uh, you have some real nice taste. Yeah, I said, realizing the only way I could stay was to humiliate myself completely. So, where do you plan on going to college next year? Sterling told me you were 17. You must have started thinking about it seriously. Not really, I said, a matter of factly. Thinking to myself, I hate those stuck up college type bitches. They think they too cute to get down and have a Brooklyn style fight to keep a man. Girl, she's a force. They want to do a lot of smart talking like they somehow better than somebody, or at least they thinking they can prove that they are. Right. Okay, okay. So you just caught up with that early part. Yes, and with the Prince Andrew situation, they was trying to indict him earlier this summer. And so with this interview with Harpo, it's gonna bring up all that shit because they're embarrassing the palace. So I had no choice except to go to college. My parents made that clear, she added, as though I asked her a question. She seemed fully prepared to have a conversation with herself. What do your parents do? I mean, for a living. They must be well off not to be stressed whether or not you go to college. Sterling interrupted. Well, I'll help you carry your things downstairs, but I don't have a ride, I beg. Sterling, aren't you going to drive me home? Judy cut in. No, sorry, our movie starts at 8:05. Sterling already called your dad before you even got here. Your dad's going to pick you up downstairs at 7:30 p.m. Girl, girl. What color? Oh, my nails. It's a glitter acrylic, but I need a fill in though. You can't see the rainbow though, cause this lighting is stupid. Okay, first of all, I would have had to bust Sterling out. Like, first of all, you've been fucking me for hella years, nigga, and you know I'm 17. So what you about to tell your boo? Because I ain't going nowhere. Your movie is ruined. What's tea, bruh? So you gonna give me that ride or no? I don't give a fuck about your movie. You ain't just gonna leave me in the dust. Fuck is you talking about? What kind of game was this $2 nigga trying to run on me? And what the hell made this fat ass girl think she was running things? So is your mother or your father Sterling's mother or sister? What is this, a goddamn interview? I said, losing my cool. She scooted over to Sterling's side. Sterling, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to aggravate your cousin. That big bitch knew that wasn't his cousin. She's just thirsty for a nigga. That's what that was. I could smell the thirst from here. Unless Sterling is a good ass liar. I don't know. And that's kind of sick because he's fucking this little teenager, lying to this grown woman talking about it's his cousin. I'm sorry. I just thought it was nice that your parents trusted Sterling to babysit. Your families must be really close. I'm telling you, I missed him so much for the past couple of weeks. I thought I would die. I will say I was jealous at first. When Sterling told me you were coming over for 2 whole weeks. Jealous of you getting all his time and attention. So bitch, you a dumb bitch on top of that. So that means you a dumb bitch. So first of all, ain't no nigga that I'm with gonna tell me his cousin coming over for 2 weeks and I can't come pop a squat at no time. Girl, you're bugging. I could see that he was right. You are just a kid. Not when he was dropping it off in her drawers. He's a Chester. He was just helping out and everything worked out perfectly. Come on, I'll walk downstairs with you guys. She walked over to the closet, grabbed my jacket, and said, This is yours, right? I left it out when I was packing your belongings. I thought it might get cooler at night. Here, don't forget it. She should have spent that. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just say it how it is. She should have got that. She got 3 racks. She would have had 1,100 left. She would have been straight for a month, and I would have gave her some time to get her hustle together. But she's stupid though and greedy. She walked over to the closet, grabbed my jacket. Okay, I left it out when you was packing your belongings. I thought it might get cooler. Here, don't forget it. We went downstairs, dead silent, in the elevator, in the lobby. Sterling had me an envelope. Call me and let me know when you got home safe. I grabbed what I knew was some small sum of money, sucked my teeth, and walked away with his suitcase and everything I owned inside. Hey, let's pause. That's so sad. Like, that's so sad. Like, this girl's 17. Her father just got locked. Her sister's in the system. Her mom Dukes and lost her motherfucking mind. Okay? She did have somewhere to go, but she didn't want that. So I guess I kind of can feel sorry for her, but I kind of do because she's so lost. You know what I'm saying? Because if she had any sense, she would have jumped on that apartment and tried to figure out her way. As a matter of fact, if she was really smart with it being 650, she would have came off that 19 and gave her 2550 so she could be straight for 2 months with plenty of time for her to get that plus some more since she's a hustler and shit. So I just didn't have anything left inside to go off with. The whole thing was so unexpected. If I would have beat up the girl, what would have happened? If anybody was predictable, it was Sterling, but not this time. Sterling couldn't control me, so he picked the motherly girl to fill my shoes. She probably been around him for years, hoping and praying for an engagement ring. But if you ask me, it wouldn't last. It was obvious her pussy was no good. Otherwise, he wouldn't have lied to her to be with me in the first place. Dang. At the train station, I broke down and called Natalie. There was only one place to go, a place I used to love, Brooklyn. When Natalie answered, she was all hype and happy to hear from me. Where you been, girl? We all waiting to see you. Where you been hiding at? Why you treating us like we ain't family? What took you so long to call? For about 3 seconds, I felt bad for not telling her. Maybe it was really all good. Girl, it ain't all good. Don't trust that bitch. Maybe it was all good in Brooklyn. Maybe I have been bugging out, making things worse than they really were. I told her I was on my way to my Aunt B's house. I would be there around 10 o'clock that night. Good, let's hang out. Meet me at my apartment at 11. We could go to the club. Why didn't you call first? That's all Aunt B had to say when she opened the apartment door. I was thrown off because midnight mama and Santiago made it seem like Amy was going to be happy to see me or something. She had an aggravated look on her face. She pointed for me to go straight to my cousin Bianca's bedroom. Yelling down the hallway, she reminded me to use the bed on the left side of the room. Remember to leave Bianca's stuff just like she left it, because she don't like nobody fooling with her stuff. As I passed the small kitchen to go to the bedroom, I saw a long set of male legs inside. There's the problem. She has company, a man friend, and I busted up her groove. I could dig it. I put my suitcase down, went in the bathroom, freshened up, and headed to Natalie's. When I banged on Natalie's door, I would have took my diamonds and all my shit with me. She sounded like she can't be trusted. When I banged on the door, my girl Simone answered with a big ass smile on her face and a little pregnant belly. My girl told she screamed out, "Surprise, bitch!" All my girls were there: Asia, Zakia, Natalie, with Hennessy and Passion, Alizé in hand, and L's laying on the table just like old times. I felt real good. In a few minutes, I was sure I was going to feel even better. I thought as I sparked up my second joint, this is what made life worth living. Good friends, free weed, and lots of laughs. Simone filled me in on the oohs and ahs of pregnancy. Not as bad as people try to make it sound, she said. Her little her little biz broke up. Her and little biz broke up. Plus the next nigga's bound to be coming around the corner any day. I told her, I told her I heard it wasn't cool to drink liquor when you're pregnant. As fucked up as the world is today, the baby will need some thug passion just to be able to roll with the punches. We cracked up. Simone couldn't take it no more and laughed so hard she accidentally pissed on herself. I laughed until my stomach ached. Natalie sprayed enough air freshener in the living room to choke us off. Zakia, Monique, Reese, and Toshi had a game of spades going. I checked Toshi's speed cheating as usual. She had them tricks down, pat. She she have you talking about the juiciest shit while her hands were switching shit around. Meanwhile, she would use those eyes to signal her partner. She even had coded songs to sing that Reese understood, because she was always her partner in spades. For what she had going, they should have been getting paid in Vegas or Atlantic City with the big timers. Fun didn't break up until about 5 o'clock in the morning. Natalie's mom came home. I could see that she had her own high going on, but something about her being in the apartment just changed the mood. One by one, people started to break out. I nudged Simone, who was passed out on the couch. Come on, girl, let's walk over to our building together. Good looking out, Simone muttered. Outside, outside night glided into early morning. Blue gray skies framed what was the quietest time in the projects. At 6:15, the sun snuck up and mugged the moon. That's funny. And mugged the moon. Out of here, nigga. Goers were inside their apartments, passed out in their clothes. There was nobody outside except a crazy ass crackhead. I was surprised to see my mother in the lobby of my aunt's building, bald headed and thinner than I last saw her. She smiled when she saw me, laughed for no reason at all, and started explaining that she heard I was here in the neighborhood. She was just checking on me. She knew how Aunt B could be sometimes. I could tell she had her buzz on too. I didn't believe for 1 minute that she was the one down in the lobby checking on me at this time in the damn morning. I rode the elevator with her and Simone. Simone got off on the third floor, me on the fifth. As the elevator door was closing, Mama was huddled in the corner, rubbing her arms like she was freezing. As the doors closed on her bizarre face, she was saying something like, "You look good, Winter." I was glad the door shut so fast because I definitely could not return the compliment. Damn, man. Her mom went down in the dust. I woke up that afternoon to Aunt B wanting a loan. Since I wasn't crazy and Aunt B's husband was locked up with my father, I knew that if I gave her any money, I'd never get it back. If I gave her money today, she'll start to expect it from me. Eventually, she would start to demand it from me. After a while, she might even try to collect rent for the bed and 6 feet of space on my side of the room. She was flat broke like all my aunts are now. Their houses didn't get raided and ransacked like ours, though. Their belongings didn't get repossessed and seized only to be auctioned off somewhere for pennies. They still had clothes, jewelry, stereo equipment, and all that good shit. Nah, I replied. Come on, girl. Just lend me a 20 spot. I'm expecting some money this Wednesday. I'll give it right back. Seriously, though, I said with a straight face, I don't got it. I need a loan myself. I went over to my coach bag and emptied myself onto the bed. See, nothing. I didn't keep money in my bag because that's what people expect. I left it pinned to my bra, a trick my mother showed me once a long time ago. AB sucked her teeth. All right. Then she disappeared from the room. She's stupid, I thought to myself. She should have got some loot from that long legged nigga she had in the kitchen last night. Pussy should never be free. Facts. What that bitch said on dogs. There ain't no reason you should be laid up with no nigga that can't keep you on that. That's some game. Take it to the back. Simone called asking if I wanted to go shopping. Sorry, y'all. There's a big concert tonight, and we should both get our outfits and go find us some cuties. I agreed. In the store, my blood was rushing at all the new clothes, the new styles. The new styles seemed to come in every day, and the stuff I bought weeks. And the stuff I bought weeks, even days ago, didn't excite me anymore. I teased Simone about looking for an outfit that could hide her pregnant belly. She denied it. She says men love pregnant pussy, and if she wanted to, she'll sport a halter top and let her belly hang out. We laughed as we imagined how crazy that would look. Meanwhile, Simone picked out a whole bunch of outfits. Damn, I gotta pee again. This was like Simone's third time peeing in 1 hour. Not to mention, she stopped at McDonald's to use the bathroom on the way here. Meanwhile, I found the perfect outfit with the shoes to match. It killed me to pay the grand total of $500. Although it was a savings from my usual sprees. Simone finally came out the bathroom. The cashier handed me my change. How much? Simone asked, as if she was financing me. No big deal, I said. If I had a Swiss bank account or something. You want to check Nordstrom's? They usually have all the flavor designer shit. They even got a fat lady department. I kidding her. Nah, I got everything I need. Just chill. At Simone's apartment, everything became clear. In her big coach bag, Simone had every outfit she had picked up and admired at the store. She even had one of those machines that removes the metal alarms from the clothes. She also had accessories, belts, costume jewelry. She had shit I didn't even notice her pick up. Oh my God, my best friend was like that. Like sometimes I hated going to the store with that bitch. Like, damn, how the fuck you get all that shit? Give me one too. Rest in peace, Nikki. In her closet, she had more shit with some tags still on them. She had two and three of the same items in different. She's a booster in different sizes. Straight up, Simone was a professional booster. Boom, what I say. The pregnancy, she said, has increased her take. She make more money now because she could walk out with more layers of clothes on her body and not look suspicious. You look shocked, she said. No, I'm not shocked. I'm just mad as hell that you stood there and let me drop 500 bills when I could have got all my shit for free. Simone exhaled. Yeah, you always paid like that, Winter. Don't worry, you can take that back and I'll pick it up for you later. I'm wearing this outfit tonight. We'll just return it Monday. We could do that, but you gotta watch it. They'll ask to see your ID, and if your name pops up on the computer as returning too much shit, next thing you know, they'll be knocking at your door with a badge. You gotta watch these stores. They be updating their tricks every day. I'm on top of it though. I know all the tricks. How many tickets you got to the show? Four, Simone said. It was supposed to be me, Natalie, Tochi, and Zakaya. But Natalie's going with Will, so you can have her ticket. Who's Will? I asked. This nigga from Fort Greene. He's a player. He got a custom made yellow Land Rover rammed out. You should see it. It's fat. Natalie gonna be acting up. Nobody gonna be able to say shit to her tonight. That nigga bought the whole boxy section for the show. He began lacing her lovely with all the butters ever since they hooked up. Hold on. So who is with this? Natalie. Oh, the thirst trap. How the fuck was we getting to the show? I wondered to myself. Am I supposed to take this train? She's like, am I supposed to take the train or walk or hop out a yellow cab while Natalie is styling up in the rover? There had to be a better way. You got a phone book, Simone? What? A yellow pages. Let's rent a limo. All right, let's do it. Chapter 9. Brooklyn's finest, uptown in the boogie down filled the concert hall. As usual, the show outside the theater was the biggest. Hey, plus ain't this Biggie's birthday? Um, Females in spring leathers, patent leathers, plastic, lace, cellophane shorts, skirts, the works. Enough gold on necks, arms, and teeth to fill Fort Knox. Players was rocking fresh Nikes, Fila, Armani, Versace, Kanai. That's called Kanai for those who don't know. Mecca and all the flavors. Hip hop vibes hogged the airwaves, and we filed in looking every person up and down and side to side, checking for authenticity. When I was in junior high, they used to look at your tag, and if it because they had at the swap meet, you could get like the bull shirt I got on. Mine's real though. It's real. I got the NBA in the back. Okay, but niggas will pull your tag and be like, "Oh, she violated. She violated. Disrespectful. Don't 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 expose my 3 for 10 Nike shirts. Okay, I had them creased up. I was looking good. My daddy wasn't about to pay $50 for one shirt. At showtime, the crowd went wild as the biggest names in hip hop blew up the stage. The huge speakers blasted out the hottest jams, and the crowd rocked um, to one rhythm. The MC had the niggas chanting, make money, money, make money, money, take money, money, take money, money. Natalie was up in the box seats with Kid Will, whose hands were holding all kinds of shine, jewels, and other signs of big cash flow. Everything was cool until I saw her standing up and clapping with a sky blue $3,500 Chanel skirt suit on. Oh, you know that's right up her alley, girl. This bitch pops out of nowhere with some wares that was strictly my style and overreaching for her. And all the noise and silence surrounded my head. My body shook with anger at Santiago and my mom. I also thought of Midnight leaving me when that could have easily been us in those box seats. Profiling. She's still slow and out for self. Now, what was I supposed to do while Natalie was pretending to be me? I leaned over to close to Simone's ear. Do you see Natalie? Yeah, everybody see Natalie up there. That suit she got on is banging, I painfully admitted. The security at the Chanel store is too tight, or else I'd have that suit on. I told you that nigga Will is shot out on that. Shot out. That's weird. I had only been living in Long Island for 1 year. Was shit actually moving so fast that Natalie had become large? Since when did Natalie become a high roller? I asked. Girl, you don't know the half. Ever since she made that little video movie with you, she been like a little star around our way. What little movie? Don't front Winter. The movie you made with Bullet and her and Slick Kid. In one part, she was sucking Slick Kid's dick real nasty. Like now, niggas is swearing her. Oh my god! Now niggas is sweating her like she Vanessa Del Rio or something. Oh my god! They videotaped them fucking. Natalie waved to us when she spotted us looking up in her direction. She was all excited. What's up? Oh yeah, yeah, I got you. Uh huh. She signaled us to meet her afterwards. Simone smiled, nodded yeah, and turned to me. Yeah, she's a little big headed, but she's all right. The last performers came on, ripping shit down. Hold on, y'all. Ripping shit down. I moved with the crowd, but I was still boiling inside. The MC came the MC came on to close the show, then shouted a special thanks to Sister Souljah for putting the show together. All the proceeds going to her children's program. Sister Soldier came out the side of the stage wearing some shit she mixed and matched from the Macy's clearance rack. People clap for her. How is this bitch supposed to help the community when she don't even know how to rock her shit? I checked her arm, no Rolex, not even a Times, nothing. No weight on her neck, nothing. Her hairdo was fat, but that don't mean nothing when you don't know how to accessorize. Besides, she could use a few sit-ups for her belly. Midnight got some nerve. I sure wasn't asking her for shit. Oh, pause for the cause. Okay, self-awareness. I used to be like that on dogs when I was balling in the mix and like had the ill truck and like the ill house and the ill nigga. Like you couldn't tell me a motherfucking thing. And when I was bikini ready and could throw on wherever, like all that shit, I used to dress like a straight hoochie bitch. I was just my mindset was just like that. I think I was a lot smarter than her in regards to book smarts. I was a lot smarter than Winter. What's up, girl? Natalie was smiling ear to ear as we all crammed into the concert hall lobby. Winter, I called you this afternoon to ask if you wanted to chill up top with us, but you was gone already. So come on, girl. Clutching Will's arm. Roll with us to the diner. She elbowed me and whispered, "It's on Will. You want to ride with us?" "Nah, we got to ride." Simone jumped in. "What you pushing, Winter?" Natalie asked. "We pushing a limo, a driver, champagne, the whole nine." "All right, cool. Tell the driver to follow us. We'll meet over there and eat before we head up to the party." Now Natalie was giving directions. Oh, she jealous. There was something sexy about Will. I didn't know exactly what it was, but maybe it was the 1 carat diamond stud in his ear, or maybe it was just me wanting dick. Being stressed out. Oh, no girl code either though. Um, Stressed out and ready to get fucked, no questions asked. It could be the fact I didn't like him being with Natalie. He made her act different, like she was better than somebody or something. If all she had to do to get that Chanel suit was suck his dick good, I could have gotten a whole wardrobe. Bitch, shut your little ass up. Somebody come get Winter and tell her to sit her little ass down, okay? Brooklyn Hedge damn at the Junior's restaurant. I was checking niggas I ain't seen in a long while. People had different ways of dealing with me, but nobody tried to front on me like I fell off or something. Because father, no father, I was wearing this Isaac Marazi dress like nobody could. My hair was hooked up, my face looked fresh and sensual. We all stuffed into a booth, order all kinds of shit. Natalie talked loud as usual. "It's on me, y'all. Order what you want," Natalie said loudly. Will acted like he was the Lion King surrounded by all us women. He was quiet. He paid and profiled for niggas who only had the pleasure of having one woman's attention for the night. We was laced, all of us. Cruel girls dipped in the finest shit, ordering shit we knew we weren't gonna eat, and just talking, joking, and having a good time. The money in my bra was sticking me in my right titty. I headed to the bathroom to adjust it. Afterwards, I glanced in the mirror and threw on some more lipstick. I licked my finger to lay a piece of my hair that was about to get unruly. As I was coming out of the bathroom, Will was standing at the payphone. The thing that ran through my mind was, what's up with him using the payphone? I had already noticed him carrying a Motorola cell phone. I threw my right leg out to push. I threw my right leg out to push on by him. Oh, she's loyalty. I wish my tap was still there. But anyway, Santiago's daughter, right? He asked, even though he already knew the answer. Everybody did. "Yeah, what about it?" I asked defensively. Nah, I got a lot of respect for him. I see life is still treating you good." His eyes were concentrating on mine, like he was trying to hypnotize me or something. "I take care of myself," I responded, letting him know that there was no reason to feel sorry for me. "Yeah, I could see that. When you need what you need to do is let me take care of you." Boom, that was your ticket, Winter. Oh no, but your partner, bitch. But that was your ticket, bitch. You homeless, bitch. You need help. I flagged my right arm to show him, "No, I'm not interested." "Come on, girl, just give me your phone number. I know you're with it. It's all in your eyes." "Listen, man, I don't even get down like that. And Natalie's my girl. And you look better in that Chanel suit than she does. Just give me the world. I'll tear that shit right off her ass and put it on yours." Ooh, don't fuck with him. I thought about it for a few seconds. I lied. I'd be a liar if I said it wasn't a good offer. He smiled slyly, flashing his gold teeth. "Come on, give up the number. I'll drop her ass off at home, swing around and pick you up. Then we can talk. Get to know each other for the rest of the night." My nipples hardened. They started sticking out of my tight dress. He saw them too, licked his lips and smiled some more. She's like, "Money make me come, money make me." I opened my Coach bag to get a pen. He pulled his pen out quicker. He scribbled on a book of matches as I recited 555. Girl, oh my God, I remember those days. You had to keep a pen in your pocket. Bitch be coming back with dumb numbers. What's that? And then don't mess up and get a couple numbers and forget the nigga's name. Like, I met you at and just praying to God he say it first. When Natalie appeared in the doorway, she looked at him. Why are you using the payphone? She asked, just to have something to say. When he did not answer, she looked at me with my bag open. Then she looked at him with his pen in his head and said, "You sneaky little bitch, you fucking down low, sneaky bitch." She is, though. She is. She's a low down, sneaky bitch. But that nigga was getting at her, not the other way around. Wait a minute, Natalie. He asked me. He asked you what? What did you ask her? She spun around the wheel. Baby, I didn't ask her shit. She needed a pen. I had to make a call. I didn't want it traced to myself, so I used the payphone. I was giving her her pen, and that's it. Come on, come here. Why you so suspicious all the time? He pulled her and gave her a bear hug to calm her down. As she buried her face in his wide chest, he looked over the shoulder at me for the last four digits. I silently mouthed 4728. Still embracing her, he mouthed, "I'll call you." Oh, that's disrespectful. Niggas ain't shit. Back around the table. I can't believe that shit. I'm sorry, I just would have had to bomb on her. Egg, steak, and hash browns would have just had to been everywhere. I'm sorry. You would never be my partner and be trying to get at my nigga. That's all I got you when my roommate said I was doing that shit. But anyway, back around the table, none of the girls at the table knew what happened, but everybody could feel that things had tensed up. Our food had arrived, and Natalie wasn't saying or eating nothing. She was all back on Will's dick, but looking at me like I was a murderer or something. Natalie finally blurted out to me, "Nice dress." Toshi said, "Yeah, that shit is banging. Did Simone pick that up for you?" Natalie added in a real sarcastic voice. Simone cut her eyes at Natalie, then looked at me for a sign of what was going on. My teeth were locked with anger. Nah, she bought that today. I wish I could pick it up for her because half that dough went would have went right in my pocket right now. Everybody except me and Natalie laughed at Simone's unending one woman comedy show. "Yeah, your little suit is nice too," I responded in a snotty voice. "It's just my style. Yeah, I picked it up for $50 at the auction the FBI did at your house in Long Island, along with some other fancy shit." Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, she disrespectful. I lunged across the table for Natalie's neck. The kid jumped in between, trying to separate us with her arms, as Simone held me back. Toshi held Natalie, and Zakia told Will to step back. "You sneaky bitch," she yelled. "You always thought it was all about you. Nobody could have shit but you. Here I am being a friend, and you stabbing me in my fucking back. Hear the whole block talking about your crazy ass crackhead, bald headed mama, and your broke homeless ass. I'm taking up for you, and you trying to cut my throat. Don't think you ain't gonna take no ass whooping for that. Later for Will, this about me and you. You ain't nothing but a low class hoe, Natalie. You've been biting my style forever because you don't have no style. And for the last time your man came to me, if your shit was all that, he wouldn't be sniffing up around my ass. So get it together." Whoa. "I'ma fuck you up, Winter. Don't let me catch your ass in the hallway or anywhere. I'ma fuck you up." Oh shit, she better keep her razor blade on deck. Better keep her razor blade on deck. "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all coming?" I asked, getting up from the table to leave. All of them, all of them was looking back and forth to see what each one was gonna do. Simone hopped in the limo with me. The others stayed with Natalie. If I wasn't pregnant, Simone said, I have your back, but I got to look out for this one here, pointing to the belly. Me and Simone stayed up drinking the rest of the night. Her and Simone is whole pregnant. How she staying up all night drinking? I stumbled into Amy's about 5 a.m. and fell asleep in my clothes. By 5 p.m. Sunday evening, I woke up with a headache, peeled off my clothes, and stepped into the hot shower. My mind flashed back on the past 24 hours, and my tears mixed with the shower water. The idea of my personal business being yelled at Junior's restaurant had me shaking still. Will called at 6, so what's up? You ready? I'm coming to get you. Stop playing. You didn't even check for me last night when your girl was going off on me. Don't pay that no mind. If I would have stepped in, she would have gotten more dramatic. The way I handled it was to let her blow off some steam until she tired out. Oh, really? I said nonchalant, like, come down at 7, I'll pick you up. I'll be driving my Q45, not the Rover. All right, meet me in the back of B building. I knew I was living dangerously, but I wasn't worried. Whoa. So she gonna meet up with the nigga and that's her partner. Disrespectful. What Natalie didn't understand is I needed Will for business purposes. She was way too dumb to relate to the ideas and business plan that I done put together. She had crossed the line when she tried to play me out in public. I was about to build an empire, so I didn't have to be concerned with lowlifes like Natalie and her off the wall comments. Outside the car was a dark green and crisp mint green custom upholstered leather seats with dark green piping. Ew, that sounds gross. The rugs were mint green too. I slid my shoes. I, sh- I slid my shoes off as I entered the car, afraid to even get a lint ball on his interior. Pretty feet, Winter. So how about the bottoms? What? The bottoms of your feet, are they soft like silk or hard and crusty like sandpaper? You got to keep the toes together. I'm just saying. Don't compare me to the second rate women you're used to. Second rate, huh? He repeats quietly without sounding the least bit insulted. Yeah, the ones with ashy ankles and elbows, the ones with hard feet and chipped nail polish. That's what you're used to, I laugh. And the ripped panties and dingy bras with the wire popping out, the stinky, hairy underarms. And I got you, and I got the point. Good. Don't insult me, and I won't insult you. Where are we going? I want to check out the new Bruce Willis flick. Oh, I responded, uninterested. Why? What you want to do? I want to talk. Damn, why do women always want to talk? I just met you. What do we have to talk about? Something that's important to me. Business. He laughed. Ha, business. What kind of business? You know what kind of business? Oh, he said, then paused. You don't want to talk about that. That's a man's game. Business is a rough sport like football or worse. You don't want to get into that. I've been around it all my life. I know what I'm dealing with. Right now, I'm in a tight spot. I need to make some dough, fast money. I know you can relate to that. You know, you know how I know you ain't ready for this conversation because you don't even know me and you talking about some shit you can't trust nobody in. I already thought about that, but the deal is I gotta start somewhere. Panicking about who to trust and who not to trust ain't getting me nowhere. I'm ready to take a gamble. The way I see it, whoever gambles with me gambles too. We both have something to lose. Yeah, but I ain't the person. This ain't the angle I came in on. I asked for your number because I think you a classy chick. I wanted to spend some time with you, shoot the shit, catch a movie. Now you're trying to muscle in on something else. I can't do business with you, Winter. I play hardball with the major leagues. All right, look at it from another angle. Think of me as an investment. I give you my money to invest in your trade. You give me the return on my money. What if you give me your money and I don't give you nothing back? See, this business is like a chess game. You got to think of every possible move and every player in the game can make. To every move, you got to have a smart reaction. You don't have no crew holding you down. Then where's your threat? What's gonna prevent any nigga from jerking you, robbing you, killing you? Santiago is gone. His whole crew is gone. It was good while it lasted. I'm I'm gonna pile up my dough and get out before it's too late. My face dropped. Will saw my sadness. All right, how much you working with? I got $2,500, I said proudly. Will laughed and laughed and laughed. What's so fucking funny? I don't even deal with those small sums of money. The way you talking, I was thinking you was about to negotiate a major deal. You talking about working a corner hand in hand, competing with the other sellers who've been out there and got a flow going with their customers. You talking about sparking a beef over turf just based on them niggas being down with the new and you being a reminder of the old. Well, then you put me on. I'll be down with your crew. Train me and all that good shit. Put me on. Will looked like he was thinking about it as we pulled into the drive-in. You know, there's a lot of ways to make money, Winter. Not only one way. Yeah, like what? Will smiled. I shot him a fuck you. I ain't no $2 hoe. Look, I ain't tricking, working in no dirty alleys and shit like that. Bitch, you might as well. You in the tough spot. Okay, I ain't gonna laugh at her. I ain't gonna laugh at her. But I'm saying, bitch, you really don't got no choice. I would never put Santiago's daughter on the whole stroke. You too good for that kind of work. So what you offering? Just stick with me, Winter. You want some popcorn? No, I said frustrated. Will came back with everything. Size large, large drink, large popcorn, large nachos. As I sat there watching him crunching on his popcorn, I wonder what is Will really into? Who is he? Did he have any value or purpose to me, or was I just wasting my time? He obviously didn't want to do business with me. He must have only wanted some pussy. I tried to take a good look at him again, but it was too dark. I could only get a glimpse where the blue or the yellow red lights flickered off the screen into the car. He looked all right as far as I can remember, but he didn't give me that uncontrollable feeling that I felt when I was in the car with Midnight. He had all the right stuff, and I give him some pussy to get it from him, but only if I could be sure I was going to get exactly what I wanted. I seen plenty of niggas who try to flash their jewels in cars um, and gear, run through pussy and leave the girl with rug burns on her back and nothing else. Girl, okay, okay, that part, she ain't too dumb. She ain't that dumb. Okay, and nothing else. I needed cash, training, a solid team, a real man to look out for me in every way. So I started to fuck with his head. Let me tell you something, Will. What? You supposed to be a great business right man, right? No doubt. You watch how your money moves. You watch how your money moves. Look out for people trying to pinch the sash. Don't want to make moves with no small time or with small money. Yeah, what you getting at? So why does a man who works so hard for the dough drop 3 G's on a bitch like Natalie for a Chanel suit? Damn, that suit really got you heated, huh? No, seriously, it's no secret that Natalie fucks around with anybody. You supposed to be a man who watches the company he keeps, and look who you end up with in the box seats with. Will was aggravated. Look, you want to get raw with me? I'm going to get raw with you. I'm going to talk to you like you one of my boys. Natalie sucks my dick like no ever hoe has ever sucked my dick. Why is this cracking me up? Let me run that back. That hoe licked the balls too. Oh, oh shit. Okay, okay. Where was I at? Look, you want me to get raw with you want to get raw with me? I'm gonna get raw with you. I'm gonna talk to you like you one of my boys now. Natalie sucks my dick like no other hoe sucked my dick. Yeah, but you could have got your dick sucked on 42nd Street. Nah, not like that. There's an art to sucking dick. Natalie got that shit locked down. She gets the whole dick in her mouth and still finds room for my nuts. Natalie, bitch. Oh my goodness. When I bust in her mouth, she swallows it like it's pancake syrup. Hell, she earned that $3,000 suit. He laughed. One of my boys from Fort Greene was just saying Natalie's fucking around with this other kid, around your way. I told my boy if she's sucking his dick like she be sucking mine, I know why he's risking his life fucking one of my hoes. But as long as she's sucking my dick like she does, she can get whatever she wants. What? Where you at, boo? No, let me stop. Let me stop. But no, for real, where you at? No, my number's 555. That nigga says she sucks my dick like no other hoe can. Okay? So what did you want my number for? Just cause a chick can suck your dick don't mean that she could be your girl. I figured that shit out. Oh, so you trying that? I'm seeing that you Santiago's dogger. You're beautiful, young, top of the line. And nigga don't have to teach you how to act. You naturally classy. Now that's different. Also, you trying to make yourself look good, making Winter Santiago your girl, but then you're gonna let Natalie suck your dick on the side while you bless her with closing cash. First off, I didn't say nothing about giving her cash. I gave her things that she want. If you asking me to cut her off, you must be saying you gonna do better than she do. So I wouldn't have no reason to fuck with her again. Will rubbed his balls with his left hand until his dick was erect. Sticking out of his pants. Oh, now you actually got the nerve to tell me to suck your dick? Will started laughing. Listen, girl, you just don't know. Some niggas smoke weed, some niggas hooked on cane. Some some on the pussy. My pleasure is having my joint done right. If I ain't got a girl the minute I want her, I make one of them crackhead niggas suck my joint. Man, them niggas is so turned out on that crack that they'll get on their knees and suck my dick just like a bitch for a hit of the pipe. Oh no. Men got some stronger jaws. That shit feel even better. The movie seemed to turn black. Will's lips were moving. He was talking about I couldn't hear no more sound. That was it. If there was any feeling in my body for Will, it was dead. I told myself if I could calm myself down, maybe I could still have Will as a possible business partner somewhere down the road. The bottom line was I was sitting next to a man that thought it was okay to let another man suck his dick. Somehow Will found, somehow Will figured that only the crackhead is the homosexual. Will saw himself as all man, the powerful dealer. Just to keep it real with y'all, I can't take no man seriously who got a guess about sexual. I got to guess about sexually. What you said, girl? I can't be seduced or excited by questionable masculinity. That part, winter bitch. I need to know that my man is rugged and rough to the bone. I would never have to worry about midnight saying or doing no shit like this. If a crackhead even suggested oral sex as a trade off for cash, Midnight would have put a bullet in his motherfucking head. Okay, it didn't say motherfucking head, but I was thinking about all my exes. Okay, and I had to add motherfucking head. Okay. What Santiago might have done in this situation is unmentionable. On dogs. I bobbed and weaved like a boxer for the rest of our date. I knew I had to play my cards carefully not to burn a potential bridge. At the same time, I refused to end the night with my face buried in his lap. Tomorrow I would consult with my father about my financial options. My anger toward him was slowly wearing down. I felt backed into a corner. The truth of the matter was, I needed some good advice from my daddy, a man who always loved me. The pain of it all was trying to talk through a thick glass, or having to speak through a small vent, or having to talk on some dirty old phone surveilled by the police. There would be no kind of privacy. I would have to pick over each and every word. I hated the idea of not being able to touch my father, having to watch him move and calculate his steps because his hands and feet were chained together. And what would I say to him about my mother? What had daddy already heard? Who would he blame? Wasn't my mother's condition his fault? Wasn't it the incident with Dolce that pushed my mama over the edge in the first place? How much did Dolce cost daddy? Did she have money hidden that belonged to Santiago? Tomorrow I would get answers for him to all my questions. I crawled into bed, noticed my cousin Bianca was back and fast asleep in our small room. I saw you get out of his car. When I catch you, bitch, your ass is grass. That was my 5 a.m. wake up call from Natalie. She couldn't rattle me though. She's so petite that I didn't think of her as a fighter. I thought to myself, she definitely had changed a whole lot, because there was a time where she wouldn't even dream of threatening me, much less following through and putting her hands on me. She was the gossip operator in our neighborhood. Therefore, she knew my situation. She knew my family wasn't tight like it used to be. The only worry I had, damn, that's so sad, right? The only worry I had now was when how Natalie would attack. Would she jump out of a dark corner with a razor on the steps where the light is always broken? Or would she pay one of the local crackheads to do some ill shit to me? I'd have to stay alert. At 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock, the phone rang. Each time the person calling hung up, I knew it was Natalie. By 8 a.m., my aunt was screaming about the crank phone calls. She paced the hallways talking about there are three grown women living in this apartment, and whenever this shit happens, it means somebody is sleeping with somebody else's man. I didn't answer. Bianca looked at me and rolled her eyes as if to agree with her mother was I'm sorry, as if to agree her mother was bugging and to go back to sleep. Out of frustration, I got up, headed for the shower. I streamed, I steamed, excuse me, y'all. The steam surrounded my naked body and heated water drops slid down my breast. It's time to leave here, I said to myself. So I asked myself, and go where? I came up with no response, but I knew I needed to leave fast. Where is Midnight now? I wondered. I imagined him in a villa in Spain sipping a tequila sunrise. Tequila, was that a Spanish or Mexican drink? Bitch, not Spanish or Mexican. You can't be Spanish, bitch. You speak it. She need to go to school in the worst way. Oh, what was the difference? Or maybe Midnight was disguised somewhere in a shack in Alabama. Nah, he was too smooth for that. He was sitting in the back room of an elegant club in Chicago, one that he owned. He dressed up every night, blending in with the darkness, but still wearing sunglasses. He raked in mad dough, but ran the real operation out the back room of the club. He was saving up enough dough to come and rescue me from this bullshit. He'd take me to the nightclub, bringing me on stage where the spotlight would fall on me. I'd be wearing a silver designer dress that was so top notch it wouldn't even have a name. A dress especially prepared for me. No other dress like it in the world. I'll have on silver shoes imported from Italy, a handcrafted stockings with designer garter belts. Midnight would say, "Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my wife. the new hostess of my club, Winter Storm. The crowd would cheer, and I would graciously accept my new role as the top hostess, madam in town. In the shower, I made myself laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. Don't you hear me knocking? Every time she be in the dream with midnight, it always get ruined. My aunt's voice slides through the sound of the shower water. Yeah, AB, somebody's here to see you. I grabbed the shower curtain saying, "Oh, Aunt B, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to ask you. If Natalie comes by or calls, just tell her I left already." Why? She said suspiciously. I thought that was your girl. No, she is. I just don't feel like being bothered with her today because I got a lot on my mind. Oh, AB said. You must be thinking about this that stretch limo you was riding around in on Sunday night. Or maybe you thinking about Natalie's man. What's his name, Bianca? My aunt yelled to her. What's Natalie's boyfriend's name? Bianca didn't answer. I stood there speechless and naked, getting cold as the air blew in and steam moved out of the open door. My aunt stepped out of the doorway. I ain't that damn old. I know what goes on around here, especially in my own house. Her auntie, though, she might be checking her, but she's low key a traitor. What's up with the loyalty? AB, who's at the door? She stuck her head back and said, You'll see, get dressed. Wow. Wow. Her aunt is one of them, trifast bitches. Patting myself dry, I dashed to the bedroom. Bianca was up and out of her bed. I thought, damn, where did she go that quick? I went in my suitcase, pulled out my jeans and a shirt. As I reached for the bra I had laying on top of my suitcase, under the folded dress I took off last night, I immediately saw my safety pin was not there. I ran my hand along the lining of the bra. The pins were gone. My $2,500 was gone. A sense of emergency overcame my body. Don't panic, I mumbled to myself. I unfolded the dress, shook it out to see if my money had somehow got tangled up in there. Nothing. I picked up pantyhose, shook them. I threw open the top of my suitcase and started running my hand along the sides of the pocket, searching for the cash. I looked in places I knew I would have never put the money. Sweat broke out on my forehead, mixing with water beads from the shower. Aunt B stuck her head into the bedroom door, shook her head in disapproval. What a mess. Please don't keep company waiting. She cleared her throat. Are you looking for something? I opened my mouth to speak, then immediately closed it. Nah, she walked away. I got it. I caught it. She been in my things. My aunt had stolen my money. She thought it was even Steven because she didn't have no money, and she figured I got more money where this comes from because I must be holding out on her. This bitch took my life savings. I screamed out loud, no words, just sounds. I stood buck naked in anguish. My aunt came back in the room with her hands on her hips, followed by an older white woman. She was peering into the bedroom at me like she was trying to see as much as she could as quickly as she could. My aunt turned her head and said, Good luck with her. She's a mess. She don't want to listen to nobody. She always want her way, and she's a nonstop liar. Winter, this is Miss Griswoldy. She's from BCW. Nice to meet you, Winter. We've been looking all over for you. I'm just glad I got the call about your new address this morning. Come get dressed. Let's go. I'm not going anywhere with you. Miss Griswoldy leaned toward me. I'm sorry that you feel the way. I'm sorry this is the way you feel, Winter. In fact, I'm sorry for everything that has happened to you up until this point. For now, for the next 330 days, you're officially a ward of the state. We are your legal guardians. Please come along with us. The marshal will escort us. I glanced down the hallway and saw a man in the uniform. Wait a minute, hold on. B, can I talk to you for a second? B looked at Miss Griswoldy as though she all of a sudden needed permission for her to have a conversation in her own apartment. Miss Griswoldy looked at her watch and said, You have 5 minutes. We're on a tight schedule. You're not the only pickup we have to do this afternoon. Please pack up all the belongings that you have and bring it with you. I grabbed MB's hand and said, "Excuse me a minute. Come on, MB, we family. Didn't you? Did you actually turn me in? Did you call the fucking authorities on me? Is shit this bad? Damn, I would have gave you some goddamn money." Tears of anger filled my eyes. Don't be stupid, Winter. You think I'm gonna call some authorities into my crib? That nosy lady been snooping all around my house. You think I want some more police and heat in my place? You're just a dumbass, Winter. You don't run shit around here. You better check yourself. That stupid bitch Natalie probably called the authorities on you. Mm-hmm. Now this white lady know all our business. She know I got too many people living in this apartment to be on Section 8. She know Alvin's locked up. She know your mother on drugs. She's looking at my arms, checking for tracks. She's staring in my face like I'm supposed to confess to some shit. I just want her to get the fuck out of here before we start writing my ass up. So pack up your little shit and go. To be so damn smart, you're sure stupid. I don't need no more motherfucking trouble. What about my money though? That's all the money I have to my name. My aunt looked at me dead in the eye, pockets inside out. There was nothing in the pockets but rent. I don't have any money. As far as I know, you didn't have any money either. AB gave me the evil, sarcastic, "I told you so" grin. Ooh, bitch her in the face. My mind snapped. All I know is I had my two hands around her neck, choking her. She was gagging for air. I wasn't going for no money in my pockets. I ripped off her shirt. She fought back, but she couldn't fight me. Well, she could, but she wouldn't win. I snatched her bra off. The money wasn't hidden there either. Miss Griswoldy and the marshal entered the room. The marshal was straining. Miss Griswoldy picked up Aunt B off the floor and tried to help her reassemble herself. My aunt stepped back from Miss Griswoldy's assistance with only her pants left on her body and a busted lip. She snatched it. She snatched a big piece of her shirt off the floor and covered her titties. "You see," she said, "Miss Griswoldy, breathing hard, breathing in and out real hard. Winter is violent and spoiled. You'll need to lock her ass up. She can't be trusted. All I can say is I opened my place to her and she turned on me. She'll turn on you too." I understood how she was trying to set me up. I just mumbled, "You junkie bitch," and packed up my shit to go. Damn, 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 James. Damn. The CPS corner or the BCW. So I think we almost directly in the middle of the book. So next week we're gonna be hitting up chapter 10. Um, damn, they done found Winter. That's fucking ill, man. This is like getting sadder and sadder. All she wanna do is come up. She need a pimp or something. But anyway, no. I ain't gonna say that. I mean, this is really disheartening how, she could just grow up in this ill lifestyle, just, ghetto fabulous. Her dad was the man, and everything just felt just horribly. And her mom didn't have the mental wherewithal to withstand all the drama that came from it. I mean, but she never played a real mother figure in Winter's life. So I feel like she really couldn't regulate on Winter like she needed to. Because the fuck, how my daughter gonna be walking around with two extra racks than I do? Run me that dust, number one. Number two, you know what I'm saying? Like they could have been straight from the gate. But her mom didn't have that. She was used to Santiago running every single aspect of her fucking life: food, clothes, shelter, everything, protection, security, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Drug habits, everything, grooming and all. You know what I'm saying? And I get that because when I left my ex, I did have to relearn how to take care of myself because he took care of every fucking thing. Like everything. And I really didn't know how to do shit on my own. Like, and it seems weird. Like I look at people like my mom, like I think my mom would be on deck, but I feel like she's so spoiled. It's something she's smart enough, like she'll hold it the fuck down. But I'm just saying, like, when you're so dependent on a person, like I held myself down too. I got into school, I had my hustle together, but I was still dependent on men to take care of shit that I didn't know how to take care of. And it sounds stupid, it sounds slow, but it could really happen to you. It's a fucking real thing. And I think her mom just didn't, she was just so, I mean, fucking 20 years of her life. She's been accustomed to this. And I was just with this nigga, what, 5, 6 years? So imagine that. You know what I'm saying? Being with somebody 20, 30 years, they take care of every fucking thing like you could fucking imagine needing in your life. And now they're gone. They're snatched away in a day. One day he's there, and the next day he's fucking gone. You know what I'm saying? So I feel her moms. I think I would have been more strict as a mother, just considering how strict I am as a older sister, because I had to be mom when my mom was sick. So how strict I am as an older sister, I would have been very strict. I could see myself being very strict with my children. And I'm kind of strict with my nieces and nephews because I don't play that shit. I feel like kids need to be in their fucking place. And that's it. And then as long as you're in your fucking place and you do what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, then you get everything you want. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think because she had Winter at 14, she was a baby. You know what I'm saying? And then her nigga was everything. What I would really like for Sister Soldier to do, because I can't wait to read Life After Death. What would be interesting is if she could go into the story of Santiago and her mother. Like, what was their upbringing like? How did he turn into that? How did her mother at 14 become so dependent on this man? And becoming pregnant, and it wasn't like she wasn't taken care of, but how did she at 14 years old be put in that type of situation? Where was her parents? What the fuck was going on with Winter's mom? We don't never hear Santiago or her mother talk about their grandparents, her grandparents, their parents. So all we know is about him being a kingpin in the projects. That's all we know. So that would be interesting, um, as part of the many spin-offs that she has in the series of this book, because I think she could kind of, since she kind of taps in a little bit historically, drops a little few jewels in there, she could really go into how Lindenberg and Nixon and Ronald Reagan and Clinton, how all those presidencies with the drug trade affected our lives as Black people in America. That could be an interesting twist, seeing where it stemmed from, especially during the war in Vietnam. I think that would be a good ass story. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a really good story. Really developing Santiago, giving us a deeper connection to who he is as a man. Why is he like that as a man? So strong, so prideful. So how did he become like that? How did he become such a strong and giving provider? He's a provider. He didn't want his woman working. He didn't want his woman. His woman's job was to take care of those children, which I think she did a shitty job. But he didn't seem to mind too much. So what was that disconnect? You know what I'm saying? Why wasn't he not giving a fuck that his kids wasn't in school? You know what I'm saying? What was that disconnect? Was it because he was so busy? Was it because he had, shit on his head? Like, what was that? Because she wasn't really dutiful in her mother position. Winter gets all that styling, profiling, and selfishness and self-centeredness from her mother. So how did that come to be, especially with her having 4 children? How did that happen? I think that would be a good that would that story would give us a lot of insight. You know what I'm saying? And rereading Midnight, I think is going to be good. We could really get some better understanding about the story of these characters. You know what I'm saying? But Midnight, his story is nothing like how he's presented in this book. And I'll try to see if we could figure out the connection once we get into it. But anyway, it's about to be 8:30. I'm trying to enjoy my night, watch me some more Trading Spaces and whatever the fuck I want to look into. All right. So Robo Bear, thanks for hanging out with me. Y'all, if y'all rewatching this, hit that like. Make sure you're subscribed. I seen a few um, I lost some, so I don't know if it's because they didn't like what I said, or I don't know if the others didn't like what had to say about Prince Andrew and Prince Harry. But I ain't doing shit but kicking facts. You feel me? So anyway, share if you care, share if you dare, especially if you're a Care Bear. And peace, love, hair grease, and all that jazz. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow with the medical apartheid. And y'all have a good night. Peace.